The night was unnaturally still, broken only by the distant crackle of Mongol campfires winding like a glowing serpent through the valley below the tower. Jin and Yuna sat on the wooden planks of the upper balcony, their backs resting against the cold wall. Between them stood a small, already half-empty bottle of sake. Jin raised a cup, took a sip, and felt the warmth of the alcohol briefly chase away the chill of fear. Not the fear of death, but the fear of what was to come after. Tomorrow, blood will soak the ground. Yuna said quietly, never taking her eyes off the lights in the valley. Do you have a plan for after, Jin? Jin stared into his sake cup. He saw his own reflection, the face of a man who had already sacrificed his honor for survival of his people. After the Mongols are driven out, there will be no place left for me on Tsushima, he began, his voice steady despite the melancholy that resonated within it. My uncle, the shogun, they will not see me as a savior. They will see an outlaw, a man who has betrayed tradition. They will hunt me. He turned his head toward her. Yuna looked at him now, her face almost like marble in the pale moonlight. I do not want to die on this island, Yuna, not by the sword of a samurai who once called me brother. He set the cup aside and sought her hand. If we survive this, if we drive the Mongols back into the sea, then go with me. We leave Tsushima. We sail to the mainland or beyond, somewhere where no one knows the ghost, where we can start anew. Yuna wanted to answer, but Jin interrupted her gently. I'm not just saying this because I want to survive. I say it because I want to share my life with you. In all the horror of this war, you were the only thing that felt real. I love you, Yuna. I don't want to celebrate a victory if you're not by my side, in a place where we can finally find peace. He handed her the sake bottle, but his eyes never left hers. For a moment, the impending battle seemed miles away. There was only the wind, the sharp taste of rice wine, and the confession that weighed heavier than any katana.
Yuna took the bottle and took a deep drink. The sake burned in her throat, but it did not drive away the tremor that briefly ran through her fingers. She lowered the bottle and looked at Jin for a long moment, not the ghost, but the man who had just poured out his heart to her. A faint, almost wistful smile crossed her face. You are a fool, Jin Sakai, she whispered, but her voice was soft. Thinking we could simply sail away from war. She squeezed his hand so hard that her knuckles turned white. But you are my fool. Survive the dawn. Kill the Khan. And if we are still breathing then, I will sail with you wherever you wish. To the ends of the earth if need be.